Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is February's video for the Bad OC challenge, and for this month I've decided to do hair. If you don't know what the Bad OC challenge is, I'm basically going to be editing one feature of my Bad OC that I created at the beginning of the year every month, and for this month I've chosen just to edit the hair, and I can't edit anything else. I can't edit the colour palette or anything. I'm literally just editing the hairstyle and whatever is in the hair. If you want to watch me actually draw my Bad OC, or if you want to know the backstory for her that I made up for the month of January, then the two links are in the description, so go and check that out, subscribe to my channel and watch out for the next videos. What you can see me doing now is actually adding some keywords to the side of this so that will help me when designing the hair and things like that. I got these keywords from my backstory that I made up, so if you haven't watched that video, there's a link down in the description. I actually added a little bit of a short animation to the beginning. It's not very good, but I was quite proud of it because I'd never ever tried really animation before, and it's not even like a frame by frame animation. I'm just panning things across the screen, but I was quite proud of it. So make sure you go and check that out in the description below. Here you can see that I'm putting down some bases, like some heads that I made, really quickly sketched them. I didn't see the need of doing any more than 6 sketches because I thought that would take a bit too long, and I was trying to keep them kind of historically accurate at the same time, and I was finding that kind of difficult to keep it kind of fantasy and in my own style and historically accurate. So they were based on some historical hairstyles. I saw some Victorian ones, but they're not 100% correct how they should have been. But these are what I got. This is the first hairstyle. I started with quite a low messy bun because she's not the most well looked after person, and I thought the flowers in the hair would kind of add to that fantasy element and how she's kind of a bit messy and lost and that sort of thing. So I thought that would be quite a good idea, and then I still used the same colour palette that I originally had that I randomly generated in the first video, because I can't actually change the colour palette yet. That's why her hair's still red. I don't know if I'll keep her hair red. I quite liked her hair red, but I don't know if when I change the outfit that will really match or not. This second hairstyle was quite different. I don't think it's quite something you'd see in the Victorian era, but I thought it matched the character really well. I gave her kind of shoulder length, really wavy curly hair. I did do plaits down either side of her head, which I thought was quite Victorian, but like the whole waves in the hair, I don't think that was very Victorian. They did more curls, I think, like ringlets, or what I've seen anyway. I've seen a lot more kind of tight ringlets or very straight hair, so this one doesn't really match, but I think for the character it would match quite well, and I still use the same kind of colours, so flowers in the hair and things like that, because I really like the flowers in the hair idea. Although I feel like this hair looks good, I don't think it really fits in with the character very well. The first thing is, it looks quite Greek. It reminds me of the hairstyle of Meg from Hercules, and I don't think that's really what I'm going for. I think, like, at the beginning it looked quite Victorian with the whole bun and then with the braid that goes down the neck, and then I added like a little jewel piece around the top of the bun where like the bun meets the head, and I think that really made it look really Greek, and you can see it now. It doesn't really look that Victorian, especially when I colour it in, because I colour in the actual jewel piece in gold. It looks really like from more of an ancient civilization rather than from anything Victorian. This hairstyle, on the other hand, was one of my personal favourites. I think it's because I like the way that it kind of was very long, straight, and I thought that really fit the character because she wouldn't have looked after herself or her hair very well. So I thought it really kind of gave across that effect, and I added a kind of Victorian element by having the braids that went round the head. But when I coloured it, I realised it didn't actually look that Victorian, which is why I kind of edited it and kind of combined a few. You'll see in the next one I kind of combined it with that one to get the right kind of Victorian effect that I was going for. You'll see that with this hairstyle I decided to bring back the flower petals, probably because I actually really like the flower petals. I thought it really fitted with the character well in her backstory at the moment. I might change her backstory later depending on where her design goes and what direction it goes into. This hair isn't that Victorian. I might change the curls on the bottom Even in the final design, the curls aren't really that tight because Victorian tend to use quite tight curls, like more ringlets rather than waves, but this one's very wavy. I might go back in a later month when I'm able to edit the hair again, make them more ringlety, because I feel like that would fit the time era a lot better than it does now. I feel like this final hairstyle actually suits my character the least, even though it looks really Victorian. I think it's probably one of the most Victorian hairstyles that I actually drew for this character. I don't think it really suits her at all. It's quite formal, quite flamboyant, and I don't really feel like that suits her personality or her backstory very well at the moment. I may end up changing her backstory so it does fit her a bit more, and therefore I might go back and edit her hair and change it to something like this, but for the most part at the moment I don't think I'll be using any sort of flamboyant updo like this one, and I'll probably just go for something more casual, more suited to her personality, which is a little bit childish. This is where I started drawing the final design for the hairstyle. I actually took most inspiration from the middle one and the bottom row. You can see here I swapped out the flower petals for a ribbon because I felt like that seemed more childish, which is what I was going for with this hairstyle, because my character has quite a childish personality because she kind of stuck in her own mind most of the time. So she has quite a childish personality, which is what I was trying to convey. Especially, I did change some of the curls for ringlets, which I think really help with giving it that Victorian feel. And then I took a tiny little bit of inspiration from the far left in the bottom row, but most of the inspiration came from the middle one and the bottom row. You can see here I'm changing the face quite a lot because I didn't really like the base that I sketched at the beginning, and I was a little bit more happy with the one I re-sketched, but I'm still not completely happy with it. You can see here now that I'm going in with the colour. This is only a really quick overview of how I do it, and you can kind of see how I do my hair, but if you really want an in-depth tutorial I can do that next. But you'll have to let me down in the description below because I don't know. I'm quite pleased with how the hair came out. I think it looks really detailed and quite semi-realistic. It's not completely realistic, but it's semi-realistic. And I really enjoy doing the hair and shading it and stuff. So if you really want an in-depth tutorial, then please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this quick little video. The links to the other videos in this series are in the description below. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, so you can catch the next video in this series, which will be coming out next month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.